This is Matt for Into Boxing. Delighted to be joined by Jordan Reynolds. Jordan, it's been a long time. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you at a fight week, ready to rock and roll. You look in good shape. How are you feeling physically, mentally, all that?
I feel great, mate. Listen, it's been a long while, and a lot of you had to go through a few things to get here, but we're here now. Finally, near enough made it. A few more sleeps, and I'll be fighting. So, yeah, it's been a lot of drama, mate, isn't there? But I feel good, mate. I'm in a good place.
What's been going on? Obviously, we know you've been a bit unlucky. You've had injuries, pull-outs, people not turning up to fight. What's been going on? You mentally must be in, overdrive going through what you're going through at times.
Yeah, mate, look, I've been pro for 2 years, I reckon. Near enough 2 years. As soon as I turned pro, obviously the pandemic, COVID hit. Then obviously opponents weren't turning up. And obviously surgery and things like that, mate. So my mental state it was a bit tested. It was tested this year, mate, for sure, mate. But look, mate, I've got a lot of resilience. I've been through a lot more, harder things, mate, in life, to be honest with you. Back on the horse, give me a bit of time to kind of relook at my training. Less is more. Open up a few businesses, look after my family. Yeah. I'm on it, mate. It's fine.
Have you been looking at that then? Obviously, everything you've been through, like how you can sort of put your life into better shape outside the ring. You just mentioned there you've opened a few businesses. Do you want to plug them?
Yeah. So obviously we've got the Jordan Reynolds Boxing Academy, which is now nationwide, running up and down the country in deprived areas. Especially we started in my hometown, Luton, where we're a bit rough and ready on the council estates, to be honest with you. But we're targeting, and now we're up in Bedford, Milton Keynes, up in Burnley, up north, and we're spreading month by month with schools, colleges, doing seminars. It's ledge, mate. It's ledge. Just opened up my first family business. Wanted to get my mum out of work. Told her to sack her job, so I made her manager of Get Up and Coffee Co. The best coffee shop, the best coffee you'd ever taste. Get yourself down there. It's at the Everlast Gym in Dunstable, alongside my missus Jennifer. And we've got a few more assets. Yeah, we'll see. It's all right.
So things are going good outside the ring, but now it's important to get you back doing what you do inside the ring. I remember one of my first couple of shows I ever covered live, you were on them, you were talked about very highly of, and then you ended up getting put on the Matchroom show. It didn't happen. How sort of motivated and reinvigorated are you now to sort of lock in and make sure that you sort of attack this next next stage in your career? But it's a bit of a chapter turn for you.
Mate, it's changed my mentality completely different, mate. I've always been driven, mate, but I've got this extra spite in me. And this geezer's going to find all about it this Saturday, mate. It's been a year of pure drama, mate, and I need to release that. Yeah. And the only way I can release that legally is on Saturday.
Now you signed with Darren Barker. Darren's obviously been and seen there and done everything in the sport of boxing, from doing it the hard way, becoming world champion. Does he give you any advice as to sort of what you can do to sort of help yourself in this game?
Yeah, look, I speak to Darren near enough daily, mate. He's a gentleman. It's not just career advice, it's life advice as well, do you know what I mean? Put me in the right direction, less is more, prioritise, and little things, mate, make big differences. He's been, like you say, he's one of the lads, he's been there and done it. So look, fucking iron sharpens iron, isn't it?
Iron sharpens iron. What's the sort of goals for you then? Is it just for this year now, get this fight out of the way, next year be as active as possible? He'll be looking to move you on quickly, you're not going to be wanting to muck around. Yeah,
no, look, I say I don't want to get this year out of the way quickly, I want to get out again, I want to be present, enjoy it, I want to get out again end of November, and then come next year, end of next year we're on titles, and a British title within 18 months. Me and Darren have sat down and said, it'd be mad, not to be able to fight for a British title within 18 months, it's wide open, mate, and some of the lads who are ranked in the top 10, I've already beat them in the amateurs, mate, so it's there for me, but I've just got to have a little bit of luck on my side now, mate.
Well, hopefully you get a bit of luck, but obviously you've got a big fan base as well. You're not someone who you don't struggle selling tickets either. One of the shows, I think one of the first shows with fans back, I think it was in Bolton, behind closed doors, you brought an army of fans with you, and it's a long way from Luton, that. Does that keep you going, that knowing that you've got all these guys who are willing to come, willing to travel and support?
Yeah, and for the people, mate, the support is up and down the country, for word of mouth, no media, no TV, nothing like that behind me. For me, just throwing a few lads up, and we're doing 500-600 tickets, mate, ain't too bad. So I want to say big respect to everyone. We've had the support up and down the country, especially my hometown Luton, but yeah, that drives me, mate. Listen, and it's for the lads, isn't it?
Absolutely. Right, you're on a huge card. Katie Taylor undercard. She's done some incredible things in the sport of boxing. She's a pioneer, really. She's one of the people who opened the doors for females in boxing, but she's elevating boxing as a whole as well. What does it mean to you to be on that sort of platform and to be able to showcase your skills on an undercard with someone like her?
Mate, it's a real pleasure. It's an honour, to be honest with you. And I've always you got to be inspired by what she's done for the sport. And my early stages of career, I had to go to Ireland just to keep my head down a little bit, and I ended up training with her dad, Pete Taylor.
Yeah.
So I was with him for near enough a year. So I've always she's always been in the circle around me and whatnot. So now, be on a card with her dad would be there. I was training alongside Pete Taylor, and I'm very good friends with Gary Cully as well. So it's like a big reunion. You know what I mean?
That's sort of coming full circle for you, isn't it? Then, if you've been to Ireland and trained with her, I've just mentioned that. What was that training like then? Was that an eye opener for you? Obviously, sharpen your tools. What was that like?
Yeah, no, it was great. It was great to get out of my comfort zone. I was there by myself for a year, obviously during COVID, so there weren't too much going backwards and forwards at home. Found my own feet, and yeah, mate, it was different, mate. It's different. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I've always thought to myself, right, I'm a bit like old school mentality, I've got to get myself out and be away from my family, have it hard, suffer. But do you know what? I've done it for a year, and I thought to myself, do you know what? It's actually right. I can actually be at home with my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
you found that balance now.
Yeah, I did. Everything's spot on now, mate. I'm happy. Do you know what I mean? I'm just a bit of a lunatic, mate. I'm a bit of if I'm doing something, I'm an extremist. Yeah, just got to just chill out a bit.
You know what, Jordan? Look, it's good to see you back. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday night. Do your thing, and we wish you all the best. I appreciate your time, bud.
Thanks for having me, mate. Gentlemen.